The Republican National Convention kicks off in Milwaukee today as we take a live look at the convention center. Right now, the Secret Service says it is changing former President Donald Trump's security plan following the assassination attempt that occurred on Saturday. A source tells ABC News that includes adding more officers to protect the former President Trump. Now, Trump still has to announce his running mate. That could happen as early as today. ABC's Perry Russum is in Milwaukee with the details on today's Republican National Convention.
Day one of the Republican National Convention and the scheduled focus on Trump's economic plan is overshadowed by this weekend's assassination attempt. Trump says he is reworking his convention speech, telling the Washington Examiner, "The convention is a chance to bring the country together. I was given that chance." Security at the RNC is a top concern.
The designation that we have here in the city of Milwaukee for this convention is a national special security event. It is the highest designation.
President Biden addressing the nation last night, asking Americans to lower the political temperature.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence, for any violence, ever.
Investigators say the man suspected of trying to assassinate Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania Saturday is Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old who worked at a nursing home. He was a registered Republican with no known history of mental illness and no criminal history. The FBI says it's confident Crooks acted alone. The Butler County Sheriff telling ABC News that moments before the shooting, a local police officer confronted Crooks on the roof, but Crooks quickly turned and aimed his gun at the officer, forcing him to retreat. The Secret Service is facing major questions as to how the shooter was able to get so close to Trump.
A direct line of sight like that to the former president should not occur, and we are going to really study the event independently and make recommendations.
The same agency is in charge of protecting the RNC. The Secret Service says they've been planning for this event for more than a year.
We're not anticipating any changes to our operational security plans for this event.
One person was killed at Trump's rally, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro identifying him as Corey Comparator, his family posting tributes online. Shapiro says the firefighter died protecting his family. We are still waiting to see who Trump is going to pick as his running mate. We're being told it is down to three people: Senator J.D. Vance, Senator Marco Rubio, and the governor of North Dakota, Doug Burgum. A decision could be made as early as today. Perry Russum, ABC News, Milwaukee.
New at noon, Texas Senator Ted Cruz has called for Secret Service Director to resign. The senator on X made a post stating, quote, "The head of Secret Service should resign, so should the head of DHS." Meanwhile, Kimberly Cheadle, the Secret Service Director, is making a statement for the first time. Cheadle says the Secret Service moved quickly to neutralize the shooter and protect the former president. But while supporting agents on the ground, she pledged to work with the expected congressional hearings into the incident. Cheadle says the Secret Service is updating security plans leading into this week's Republican National Convention in the wake of the shooting. The shooter was located on a roof outside the Secret Service security perimeter at the Trump rally. According to Secret Service, that location was not part of the security sweep and was left to local authorities to cover.
We continue now with our complete coverage of former President Donald Trump's alleged assassination attempt. 20-year-old
Thomas Matthew Crooks has been identified as the suspected shooter. The picture you're seeing was taken from a 2021 Pennsylvania driver's license.
He lived in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh. He was last registered as a Republican back in 2022, but donated $15 to a Democratic-leaning group shortly after Biden's inauguration. Law enforcement officials say he used an AR-style rifle, which was traced to Crooks' father. He was perched on a roof about 160 yards away from the rally's perimeter, where he fired multiple rounds.
He was shot and killed by Secret Service snipers immediately following the shooting. Law enforcement officials say he had no previous criminal record. ABC News is reporting that the FBI says they're still searching for a motive, and they describe Crooks as a lone wolf. Investigators say they are about 70% done with their analysis of Thomas Matthew Crooks' cell phone.
Meanwhile, two men are in stable condition this afternoon after being shot at the rally. Trump was sworn by Secret Service agents and rushed out the stage Saturday during a campaign rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania.
50-year-old Corey Comparator died from his injuries, and the two recovering shooting victims have been identified as 57-year-old David Dutch and 74-year-old James Copenhager, both from Pennsylvania. That's according to Pennsylvania State Police. Now, as we mentioned, both men are now in stable condition.
We have also learned that Trump underwent a precautionary CT scan following the assassination attempt. According to CNN, the scan came back clear. It's still unknown if any other tests were performed on Trump at this time.
We have been sending constant push alerts from the moment we learned former President Trump was shot. For continuous updates on the situation and any new information on the investigation or today's events at the RNC, you can count on us to keep you updated. Be sure to download the KVIA News app. The app is free on the App Store and Google Play.